everyone, and welcome to your February roundup. So every single month we'll be doing a roundup on this YouTube channel to show everything that's been going on in the life of me, Holly, gardening midwife, and everything that has been growing, and allotment and balconies and just general gardening life. So welcome to the first one of the February roundup, and let's have a little look back at this month. A lot of people don't actually think much happens in the gardening world in February, but as you can see here, we've had lots happen. We've had some raised beds getting built. We've had the last bonfire at the back of the allotment. The back of the allotment is a new project, which there is a whole nother video just dedicated to it. You'll see some lovely bloopers of me falling over at the allotment doing it. But as you can see here, we now have raised beds at the back of the plot, all ready for some sowing and growing for this year. February is absolutely the perfect time to start to prep your beds, prep the areas that you want to be growing in, and putting all that work in now will mean that in the next month or so, all you'll need to focus on is just sowing what you want to sow and having a little bit more time to yourself. So winter is definitely the time for getting some of that prep done. February can also start to feel like the beginning of spring. However, don't be fooled by fool's spring. We'll still get frosts. A lot of plants that are not hardy will not survive. However, you can start to sow some seeds. This is me sowing some of our broad beans this year, and these broad beans are the first seeds that got sowed straight into the soil at the allotment for 2024. So very exciting. We're direct sowing them straight to where they're going to be growing. This is another no-dig bed that we have at the allotment. Sowing them in drills here about 15 to 20 centimetres apart. This is a wonderful variety that I will put into the description below that has a lovely green pod but wonderful purple broad beans. Of course, we have participated in some of the wonderful dances of Instagram, and also, excitingly, had my first purple sprouting broccoli down the allotment. February wouldn't be February without the garden press event, which was absolutely incredible. It was my first time going to the event, but my goodness, how amazing was it? It was so lovely to meet so many of the content creator gang and have a wonderful time meeting loads of different brands. I've also been busy potting on my loofahs. So loofahs apparently are quite tough to grow, but I'm really excited to try and make my own soap with them this year. So we've started them off in some kitchen roll, now potted them on, and fingers crossed by the end of the year we will have some loofahs and some homemade soap, which is very exciting. I will be doing a whole nother video just on the loofahs, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. In other exciting news, we are starting to sow more and more seeds now. They're all still mainly indoors, but we are getting our flowers growing and many other seeds. So as you can see, there's been lots happening in February, but what's really exciting is that we are now officially getting into the real garden season of March. As you can see, lots of my seedlings are well coming along now, so hopefully we'll have lots of seeds going and growing in the corner of the living room. As I said, it's still false spring. There might still be frosts. There are ways you can check where the latest frosts are going to be in your area. For me, it's probably going to be towards the end of April. So my growing station is going to be staying here in the living room until then, and then we'll just slowly acclimatise these plants to getting outside. You do not want to plant anything outside too soon. All of this hard work will literally just shrivel up and die if it gets a hard frost on it. So do look after your plants and don't be fooled into full spring and rushing to put things out. This is not a race. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. I know that's really easier to say than do, but do not compare yourself to anyone else. You don't know where they're growing, what kind of climate they're in, what heat mats and things they might have that you cannot see in greenhouses or things outside. So please do just be really, really cautious. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to getting some more seeds sown in March. I'm hoping that we will also get the polytunnel up, or at least ordered. The rest of the back of the plot should hopefully be sorted. Definitely seeds that we'll be sowing and I will be sharing along with you will be things like tomatoes and cucumbers, and yeah, more and more flower seeds to get going as well. So if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button so that you can see even more of the videos coming along your way. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. I will see you all soon.